आता किती आवाज येतोय? हॅलो, आवाज येतोय? नमस्कार. दूर शिक्षण व ऑनलाईन शिक्षण केंद्र शिवाजी विद्यापीठ द्वारा आयोजित ऑनलाईन कार्यशाळा नेटसेट परीक्षेला सामोरे जाताना या कार्यक्रमाच्या प्रमुख वक्त्याची ओळख करून देण्यासाठी मी इंग्रजी विषयाचे सहाय्यक प्राध्यापक डॉक्टर बेळीकटी सरांना विनंती करतो की त्यांनी MBA चे आपले वैभव पाटील सर आहेत, ते प्रमुख वक्ते आहेत, त्यांची ओळख करून द्यावी.
Yes, sir. Good morning, one and all. भोसले सर, या माझा आवाज येतो का बघा? हॅलो.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Then we will go ahead. Good morning once again, one and all. I am Prakash.
Morning, sir.
Yes. Someone's speaker is on. Please mute it. Good morning, one and all. I am Prakash Baswani Beligati, here for introduction of today's guest lecturer, Sri Vaibhav Patil sir. Once again, I welcome all of you to this virtual platform of Center for Distance and Online Education, Shivaji University, Kolhapur. And for this platform, as my colleague declared, today's session is on NET-SET examination workshop. And for this platform, for guidance to today's SET and NET or SET-NET examination in MBA, we have Sri Vaibhav Patil with us. I welcome once again all of you and Vaibhav Patil sir to this virtual platform. Let me introduce him in a brief way. He completed his bachelor degree, that is in mechanical engineering. That is, we say a B in mechanical engineering. After B, he completed MBA with A grade and also cleared NET examination in management subject. Later, he successfully studied Lean Six Sigma Green Belt certification course run by International Association of Six Sigma, USA. He also completed a digital marketing course, as well as he also completed diploma in Modi script. So far, he has 6 international research papers with H-index citation. At PG level, he guided more than 14 students and also published 3 chapters in book forms. And now he's having or pursuing his PhD in management. And at present, he is working as assistant professor in MBA at Center for Distance and Online Education, Shivaji University, Kolhapur. So we have such versatile personality with us that we invited him to guide today's session. So once again, I welcome and request him to guide today's session. Patil sir.
Thank you, Belikatti sir. So let us start our today's session regarding UGC-NET examination, last minute preparation related to the management subject. Before starting our this session, First of all, we will try to cover what we are going to complete in this our today's session through the index. First of all, we will try to understand the exact nature of UGC-NET examination. What is the role of UGC in that? What is meant by NET examination? Because such prior and basic information definitely give a more emphasis on creating severity or creating huge awareness among the candidates. So I think it is very much important at the very start of our session to be familiar with UGC-NET examination. Second, we will discuss about its background. What is exam is about, why it is conducted, who is going to conduct, when it has been conducted, then who will be the eligible candidates for such examination, what are the eligibility criteria, and what is the qualification criteria after completing such type of competitive examination at all India levels. Later, we will complete subjects come under UGC-NET examination. Remember, this same syllabus will be applicable to SLET also. SLET means state level eligibility test. For Maharashtra, it is conducted by Savitribai Phule Pune University called SET, that is SET examination. Our today's session is a little bit more dedicated towards the UGC-NET examination, that is National Eligibility Test. Okay, later on we will you focus upon proper syllabus of management. What topics are included under the heading of management so that your preparation will get full-fledged for UGC-NET examination. That syllabus for specific management related topics we are going to see. Then we will see the exam pattern. How will be the exam? What is the exact nature of examination? Those students are appeared, or interested to appear in future. All these three types of candidates should have great emphasis on this point, that exam pattern. Unless and until one should not get a proper guidance, or one should not get proper familiarity with the exam pattern which you are going to appear, he or she will not able to succeed into it. So understanding the exam pattern is very much important. Next, we will going to see the marking scheme. No doubt, till this event you have suppose understood the syllabus, background, exam pattern. But apart from that, what will be the marking scheme for this examination? Okay, that marking scheme we are going to discuss. Then last is the key points. Which are the key points should we remember those who are aspirants of such a competitive exams? That means we may treat it as a last minute preparation tips like that. So at last, with the same thing, we are again looking in more highlighted manner under the heading of last minute preparation. Okay, so without spending much more time, we will start our session by discussing these 8 points one after another. UGC-NET examination. UGC means University Grant Commission. It is the autonomous body established by the central government to govern and regulate all the universities in India. So this University Grants Commission every year conducts the national level eligibility exam titled NET exam every year. It has been organized by UGC's dedicated bureau, that is National Education Testing NET Bureau. The National Eligibility Test is an exam conducted to determine eligibility for university or college level lectureship and for the Junior Research Fellowship JRF Award for Indian nationals. First of all, for which purpose such examinations are conducted? That purpose each and everyone must have to be familiar. Unless and until understanding these purposes, it is not health worthy to appear for such examinations. So, to become eligible for assistant professorship in universities or in colleges, or to develop your career as a lecturer in future, such type of examination are essential to get eligible for said post. So national eligibility test is exam conducted by the UGC for getting eligible for lectureship, also junior research fellowship, and outstanding candidate also get a fellowship for certain time period decided by the commission from time to time, which is strictly for Indian nationals only. The UGC conducts this NET examination is more than 80 disciplines. We are one among them. That is just management is one among 80 disciplines. And management has got a code 17 number 17th number of a discipline, that is management. You may call it as a discipline code for management is a 17. So UGC-NET exam is conducted. So it will give you a brief idea about its vast nature of examination conduction. You may think that 80 disciplines are looking on your screen. 80 disciplines are, it might prove itself as a limited number, no doubt. But for that 80 disciplines, number of aspirants are more. Number of aspirants are more. Out of that, the selection or final qualifying percentage is tremendously less. So it is a wide platform created by the University Grant Commission to prove yourselves on a national level platform. And management is one of the sought after domains for many aspirants. The UGC management syllabus comprises topic related to the management function, organizational behavior, accounting, financial management, etc. The title is management. Generally 7 to 8 sub-disciplines. Approximately, we are going to see it in detail in our upcoming time, that almost 10 various subdomains under the heading of management are included in the syllabus for UGC-NET examination. So just management word is not sufficient. The management word followed by 10 sub-disciplines under the heading of or under the domain of management, all you have to study for successfully clearing out such type of examinations. Second is, let's see the background for this examination. Why it is necessary? We have seen the basic exam related information, that conduction authority, in which discipline it conducts, how to conduct, we have already seen. But to conduct this such type of examination, what exactly the background? Because remember students, if you entered into a certain task or you have started to study something, the purpose of starting your study is very much important. Unless and until you are not going to understand your objective, your purpose, and you are not going to set your objective, this will not able to work properly. Because remember, you all are management student and you know very well the functions of management, and out of which the very first function is a planning function. For that planning for what? The things you are going to do in your future. Generally, a setting of targets, goal, aim, objective comes under the planning. If we say like that, for that purpose, to set the objective, you have to be familiar with a little things about the background of this examination. The UGC-NET paper pattern is designed to access candidates' knowledge, research aptitude, and teaching skills in their chosen subject. Remember, this is very important. Why to conduct such type of examination? Because why these examination are necessary? To become eligible for a lectureship in higher educational institutions. So, if you are going to be a lecturer, you are going to create a new generation in that specific discipline, because you are going to become a teacher, and all the upcoming generations are treated as your students. So, developing the student fraternity, the teacher must be having all pervasive nature, all the necessary qualities, and all the necessary characteristics that he or she must have to possess, and that possession of these necessary qualities are get reviewed by or get checked by such a competitive exam. That is the main purpose of conducting such national level eligibility test and examination, competitive examinations by the central government. The purpose is to check the knowledge. Knowledge about what? Knowledge about your domain. Which is our domain? Domain is management. Under the heading of management, the candidate's knowledge should be get checked by this examination. Then a research aptitude. Why research is important? One may say that I am going to do a lectureship. And why research is important? Remember, friends, lectureship or a lecturer is backed up only with the help of research. Which type of research? Research is not necessary having nature that national level research or international level research like ISRO does and like NASA does. That is only not the things of research. Research has vast area. Suppose you are going to be a lecturer and you have to teach one lesson to your student, then the things in your mind goes on running, that how to start my session, which things I will share with my student, how should I teach, so that the concept which I am going to teach the candidate will be easily understandable by the learners or student. Such type of thinking, and based upon that thinking, what teachers do, the teacher does plan for his lecture, preparing for lecture notes, preparing some reference material, preparing or collection some real-time examples. All these things a lecturer should have to do. That thing is nothing but research. Research about what? Research about your work, research about your things which you are going to teach in your classroom. So teacher has to again and again search new things, research new things. That's why research aptitude, that quality is very much important for being or budding lecturer. So research aptitude be tested through such examination, and teaching skills in their chosen subject. You have a lot of knowledge. You also have got the research aptitude qualities, abilities, but teaching skill, all things you have, but you could not able to teach properly. It is not worthy, because you are going to be a lecturer, and if you are not able to teach properly, then it is not going to be worthy. So teaching skills are very much important, and that must be tested by such examination. So this is very much important. Then more specific about examination, it consists of multiple choice questions, MCQs, and it divided into two papers. Which are these two papers? Comprehending the exam pattern enables candidate to manage their time effectively. Multiple choice questions is divided into two papers. Paper 1 and paper 2. We are going to see it in detail in upcoming time. Comprehending the exam pattern enables candidate to manage their time effectively. Once a candidate get properly familiar with exam pattern, he or she able to plan properly, he or she able to work accordingly. And remember student, just study hard, studying smart is not important. How you spend your exact time during examination, how you manage yourself at your mental level, at your physical level, at your knowledge level, at your social behavioral level, such things plays very important role in examination. So understanding paper pattern is also important. Next is with a clear understanding of the number of questions and duration of each paper. Candidate can plan their exam strategy, ensuring that they have ample time to attempt all the questions within the given time limit. Why it is important? Because just studying hard is not getting worthy or getting useful in one's life, because how you perform well in exact examination time, exact examination duration, exam duration, that is very much important. With a clear understanding of number of questions and duration of each paper, candidate can plan their exam strategy. Remember, take one example. uh, Someone candidate has studied thoroughly, studied hard throughout the year for this such a competitive examination. But when during the actual examination period, during the actual exam, while appearing for the exam, actually at exam center, he has created ambiguity in their mind. He has lose his or her confidence. He could not able to revise or recall all the terminologies what he or she learned throughout the year. Why it is so? It is just because of stress level. So handling the such a stress situation is also very much important, and to manage such a stress level, it has not been taught in any book. You will not find it in any syllabus. You have to manage it at your own. So such type of thing you have to manage properly so that you can plan accordingly during exact examination time. The National Eligibility Test, that is NET, is conducted on behalf of UGC to determine the eligibility of candidates for the post of assistant professor, junior research fellow, or both. We have already discussed this. Now, let's move further. Qualified candidates can apply for job in various Indian universities and colleges. Universities or colleges are generally treated as HEIs, that is higher educational institutions. To make your career as a lectureship or a lecturer, to be eligible for the same in Indian HEIs or universities or colleges, you have to qualify such a competitive exam. These are the mandatory ones. Now let's move further by specifying the subjects. Which are the subjects for the management related subjects? It has been divided into two papers. Paper 1 and paper 2. Paper 1 and paper 2. These two are the paper structure or paper you have to appear during examination. So let's see one by one in detailed manner through the heading of syllabus. UGC-NET paper 1 syllabus. What exactly the paper 1 consists of? The question will be generic in nature, intending to assess the teaching or research aptitude of the candidate. It will be primarily designed to examine the candidate's reasoning ability, comprehension, divergent thinking, and a general awareness. The official NTA website states regarding paper 1. National Testing Agency, that is NTA, its official website. What it says, what that agency says about paper 1, that the question will be generic in nature. General questions are there, but for that purpose a specific degree is not required. A specific study or specific study of a specific discipline is also not required. Instead, just a commission or a bureau or a agency want to test or want to check or assess your teaching or research aptitude. Why it is important? We have already discussed that why research is important, why knowledge is also important. It will primarily designed to examine the candidate's reasoning ability, comprehension, divergent thinking, and general awareness. Why reasoning ability is important? Reasoning ability gives you brief idea about the behavior of a candidates. Which candidate, after accepting lectureship as your profession, once you face candidate has not from a single fraternity. Candidate has a divergent group. Some their divergent may be varied into their ages. Divergent may be found in their gender. Divergent may be found in their knowledge level. So to face all these things, your decision making capacity, your quick thinking capacity, your concluding to the fruitful result, ability of that must be tested at every seconds during your professions. For that purpose, reasoning ability is important. What is in that reasoning ability? Reasoning ability gives you platform to think rapidly, conclude correctly, and take exact and necessary or proper decisions, which is very much important during lectureship profession in the future. Then comprehension. Why comprehension is very much essential? Comprehension is essential to draw your certain observations, to find out or to reach at root cause analysis, so that it will helpful to you to plan your lectures, to plan your sessions, or to plan all the activity related to your profession accordingly, so that understanding to the student will get easily concluded. The next is a divergent thinking. What is meant by divergent and what is meant by thinking? Thinking, everyone thinks. You are thinking, I am also thinking. Thinking is a sometimes purposeful activity, or sometimes it has been become a habitual activity. But thinking related to your achievement of objectives and considering all the review of resources available in your hand, so that your candidate will get satisfied with the getting knowledge, or your candidate will get satisfied with your teachings. There are such, for this purpose divergent thinking is very much important. For example, suppose you are going to teach marketing management in your classroom. So what thing will arise in your mind? The first is meaning of marketing. What is meant by marketing? What is meant by management? Then you will like to teach what is meant by marketing management. So you will give a runtime examples related to the marketing management. You will give the subject specific or theoretical specific details related to the marketing management. That is meant by what is meant by marketing management through definitions, its characteristics, its scope, its nature, and all these things related to that marketing management. But same time, these things may or may not be easily understandable by each and every candidate. But at the same time, what you are going to do, you will dictate your terminologies, your concepts backed up with various examples, real examples, runtime example, day-to-day life examples. So which example will be most suitable for this session? Which example should not be mentioned during the session? Such type of awareness you have to go through that will comes under the divergent thinking, because remember, such type of engaging the classroom, engaging the student during teaching is not that much a simpler task. So divergent thinking must be possessed by every person who are going to create his or her profession in lectureship. And general awareness. General awareness has its own separate importance, because whatever the sector you are working, irrespective of that, general awareness has its own great importance, that he or she must possess such type of ability. It will give you the awareness about what happening in society, what happening in your profession, what happening in your country, so that the inclusion of which or adoption of those things into your teaching will give a more real touch to your teaching. So such type of general awareness related activity are tested by these such type of competitive examination. So reasoning ability, comprehension, divergent thinking, and general awareness, all these abilities, capabilities are tried to tested through such examination. Following are the units which will be covered in UGC-NET paper 1 syllabus: teaching aptitude, research aptitude, comprehension, communication, mathematical reasoning and aptitude, logical reasoning, data interpretation, information and communication technology, that is ICT, people development and environment. These 8 to 9 subjects are very much important as far as UGC-NET paper 1 syllabus is concerned. So teaching aptitude, research aptitude, comprehension, communication, mathematical reasoning and aptitude, logical reasoning, data interpretation, these are very much important, through which commission is going to test your reasoning ability, your comprehension ability, your development of divergent thinking, and creating general awareness among yourself, so that you will give a proper justice to your teaching profession. So with the help of all these, I think nine subtopics, UGC-NET paper 1 is concluded. Teaching aptitude, research aptitude, comprehension, communication, mathematical reasoning and aptitude, logical reasoning, data interpretation, information and communication technology ICT, people development and environment. Remember, directly or indirectly, all the topics are essential for the teaching professionals. Unless and until you are not getting familiar with all these things, you are not able to solve the questions related to that. And if you are not going to solve the questions, you are not able to crack such type of competitive examinations. So it has dual benefits. It has dual benefits. One is creating ability into yourself, and second is getting crack into such type of competitive examination. So this will all about the UGC-NET paper 1 syllabus related things. Now, and last one is higher education. So total becomes 10 topics which will be get covered into the UGC-NET paper 1 syllabus. Next is, and very much important, is UGC-NET paper 2 syllabus, which is domain or discipline specific paper, out of which this is the unit 1, management functions and concept. Management, what is meant by management? It's a concept, it's a process, theories and various approaches, management roles and skills. Second is communication, types of communication, process of communication, and barriers into the communication. Next is demand analysis, utility analysis, indifference curve, elasticity and forecasting. Then inflation. What is meant by inflation? It's a basic concept, types and measurement of inflation. National income concept, types and measurement. All these are the indicative syllabus based up followed by the subtopics covered under this unit 1, that is management functions and concept. Okay, these say paper 2 is a subject specific paper, out of which under the heading of management you have to cover almost 10 subtopics as unit 1 to unit 10 to get cleared into the management net examination. The next is unit 2, that is organizational behavior. Under that unit, organizational behavior, its significance and various theories of organizational behavior. Individual behavior, personality. What is meant by personality? What is meant by perception? What are the values, attitudes, learning, and motivation? All these terminologies and concepts should be covered in this unit 2, that is organizational behavior. The next is human resource management. What is meant by human resource management? It's a concept, perspective, influences, and recent trends in HR management. Last is a group behavior, team building, leadership, group dynamics. Remember, when you entered into lectureship profession, all these topics are important, useful, and applicable to all of you in day-to-day life while working as a lecturer or while accepting the lecturership as a profession. So, based upon that, the design of syllabus has been done very wisely and cleverly so that it has been tested the various versatile abilities of aspirants which are going to develop his or her career in lectureship profession. This comprises of unit 2, that is organizational behavior. Next is unit 3, human resource management. Specific human resource management, because irrespective of your profession, irrespective of your profile of the job, such type of management skill is very much important. Because remember, when you see there is a human being or involvement of human being in your work or in your profession, wherever is a human resource, there is a human resource management. That doesn't mean that human resource management only done in big organizations, in manufacturing sector, or in only service sector. Not will happen in colleges. It will not take place in universities. No. Where there are people, where there are a human as a resource, there is a human resource management. So remember, this is very much important aspect of management to learn all the terminologies related to the human resource management. What you are going to learn or what is important subtopics that University Grants Commission has identified and finalized for this NET competitive exam is strategic role of human resource management. Because being a lecturer, you have to plan your lecture and conduction of lecture according to the plan. Both are interlinking points and both are cyclic in nature. So to decide strategy, because you cannot prolong your lecture till the end of the day. You have got a specific time, you have got a sufficient amount of duration to complete your syllabus, based upon which you have to plan and stratify your teaching abilities so that a proper conduction of all your lectures will take place, and accordingly completion of a syllabus and understanding of student will get more beneficial to acquire desired result for a class as well as being a teacher. So strategic role is very much important, and that is the main point or subtopic has been considered under the unit 3, that is human resource management, as strategic role of human resource management. Then competency mapping and balanced scoreboard. Why this point of human resource management has been taken into consideration while designing the syllabus? Because being a faculty, being a teacher, analyzing your student, analyzing the abilities of your student, such a type of mind mapping will prolong the process for a faculty. That doesn't mean that during examination only student get assessed. Throughout the year, throughout the semester, student is under the assessment process, either summative manner or formative manner. But for that purpose, the competency of yours along with competency of a candidate, that mapping is very important, and balancing of both will be done by understanding the concept competency mapping and balancing scoreboard. This will give very much help in developing your profession. Next is a performance management and appraisal. Why it is important? What are the consequences of it? How to measure that performance, and why appraisal is important? All this terminology is very much important. You have to understand under the heading of HR management. So organization development, change, and OD interventions. You may think that why these topics are introduced. You may think that why these topics are introduced during organizational development, change, and OD interventions. It is only because once you enter the profession of lectureship, you are working with a certain organization, and that certain organization, you have to think about its development, because organizational development is not a development of only just establishment. It's a development of a people, it's a development of its culture, it's a development of its pure working environment. And being a teacher or being a lecturer professionals, you have to develop it in a structured and positive manner. Unless and until you are not going to organize it properly, your educational environment will not get created. And once the environment is not developed, your teaching culture will not, or teaching learning concept or methodology will not get developed. And once this environment is not get properly developed, your purpose of making wise or making educated the students will not properly took place. So such type of things are mentioned in the concept of organizational development, organizational change, along with OD interventions. Which are those OD interventions? Organizational development interventions. These are the factors which are important in developing certain organization, along with key factors which to be considered while implementing these terminologies or while implementing these practices. The next is the talent management and skill development. Talent management and skill development. These are the recent trend concept which are essential as far as managing the candidates and student is concerned. So this unit 3 comprises human resource management and 5 subtypes of topics which you have to understand properly. Next is unit 4, that is accounting and financial management. Remember, our discipline is management, and this management is not only limited to the certain discipline, that means only marketing or only HR. It is comprehensive discipline which will cover almost 10 sub disciplines, as I told earlier. So out of which the unit 4 is dedicated to the accounting and financial management, under which the things which are going to be covered, that is financial statement analysis, ratio analysis, funds flow and cash flow analysis, blue point analysis. All these analysis should have a proper knowledge base and proper implementation ability, so that each and every aspirant will give the answer related to that very properly and effectively, efficiently. The concept of standard costing and variance analysis, capital structure, its theories, cost of capital, sources and finance, then concept of leverages, what is meant by it, its operations, financial combined leverages, EBIT, EPS analysis, financial break-even point, and indifference level. Then financial management concept and its basic functions. So all these points will give the brief idea about unit number 4, that is accounting and financial management. Next unit is unit 5, that is capital budgeting. What it includes? It includes the concept related to the dividend, theories and determination, capital budgeting, nature of investment, evaluation, comparison of methods, risk and uncertainty analysis, then values and you might have already learned, or you are going to be learned now, or you are going to plan for learn all these terminologies. So I'm just reviewing the detailed syllabus which are made mandatorily or which have been published under the heading of paper 2 for management disciplines. Okay, then values and return, time preferences of money, valuation of bonds and share, risk and returns, mergers and acquisition, corporate restructuring, value creation, merger negotiation, leverage buyouts, takeovers. Capital budgeting is a vast topic, out of which for which subtopics you have to focus, these are given on your screen. Based upon this, you may plan accordingly. Then unit 6, that is strategic management. This strategic management branch came into act almost after 1980-1990. So such type of strategic management, and based upon the strategic management main topic, which are the subtopics? Subtopics are its strategic management basic concept, its process, decision under strategic management, and types. Then strategic analysis, external analysis, PESH, Porter's approach to industry analysis, internal analysis, resource-based approach, value chain analysis. All these types of strategic analysis you have to give more emphasis on during studies. Next is strategy implementation, challenges of changes, because to manage the changes, the only challenge in today's era, because today's world is changing day by day. The things invented yesterday becomes familiar today and get outdated tomorrow. Such rapid transformations we are experiencing in our day-to-day life. So what exactly the challenge of such type of changes, and according to which how you have to change your strategy and implement it accordingly, that has to learn into this subtopic, that is strategy implementation. Developing program, McKinsey 7S framework, all these the models and terminologies which are useful under strategy implementation, you have to study it thoroughly. Then market segmentation, positioning and targeting. Why it is important? All these things are also important during your lectureship profession also, because once you have, unless and until you are not going to develop your strategy of teaching, strategy of getting more admissions to your program, strategies to run a certain program to the certain mode, either regular mode or a distance mode or online mode. Such a strategic management terminology is very much important. So, Commission has decided to introduce these units into your paper too. The pure and sure purpose behind this is only to test your ability of forward thinking. How forward you are going to think can be tested by such topics. That is strategic management. Then let's move towards unit 7, brand management and marketing. This is little bit related to the marketing management discipline. So what it exactly mean or consist of? Consumer and industrial buying behavior, theories, models of consumer behavior, brand management, role of brands, brand equity, equity models, developing a branding strategy, brand name decision, brand extension, and loyalty. Customer relationship marketing, relationship building strategies, values, and processes. Emerging trends in marketing, concept of e-marketing. E-marketing, you all are well versed with digital marketing, and green marketing. These are the recent trend. If you minutely observe the syllabus, you will find that the title of this brand management and marketing initial topic is related to its basic information. Later subtopics are related to in-depth knowledge, and last subtopics are related with recent trends. That means what we have learned in our paper one, that is the general awareness. General awareness about what? General awareness about recent updations, general awareness about recent changes in the market. So the design great importance and purposefully designed the syllabus likewise to check candidates' general awareness through the checking or testing the ability of understanding related to the recent trends in certain disciplines. Likewise, digital marketing, green marketing are the latest trends in marketing, e-marketing likewise. Then what unit 8 is about management statistics. It is also important. Statistic for management, it's a concept, measures of central tendency and dispersion, probability distribution, binomial, Poisson, normal, and exponential distribution. Sampling, what is meant by sampling? Concept, process, techniques. Why sampling is added into the syllabus? Because each and every things will not be tested with each and every entity. So you have to consider the certain sample, you have to work on them and achieve result, which latter you may normalize that same result achieved through the sample on all the entities. For example, suppose you are a teacher, you are teaching a certain concept in your classroom. After completion of your teaching a certain point in your classroom, what teacher does? You also have gone through the regular colleges, you have also gone through your regular school. What your teacher do? Each and every student, he is not asking to each and every student. He just testing a few answer from few category of student. I think category of student is especially related to the fast learners, medium learners, slow learners. These are the category of student. And to identify that category, you have that much enough reasoning abilities as well as decision taking abilities to conclude that which are the candidates are fast learning, slow learning, or medium learning. And based upon that, a teacher try to ask a few questions to selected candidates. Based upon that, teacher will come to realize that yes, whether things which I have taught is understandable or understood by all the class or not. Likewise, which sample to be taken into consideration and which sample to be considered for testing purpose, that all the things and your abilities will develop by understanding or learning This concept of sampling, that concept of sampling, it's a process and various techniques. That's why such things are introduced in your syllabus. Facility location and layout, site selection and analysis, layout, design and process. Then quality management. This is related to the operations related. Operations management, quality management, statistical quality control, quality circles, total quality management, Kaizen, benchmarking, Six Sigma. These all are Japanese terminologies. ISO 9000 series standards and all. Why such standards are important? These standards ensure your quality working, and your quality working gets ensured by various quality certifications. And nowadays, if you find the trend of a society that such quality certificates are become brand ambassadors for organization, that they are proving themselves at very useful while marketing your organization in a society, that such a certification ensures you that yes, you are the quality brand, yes, you possess all the quality items, or yes, you are delivering the quality services. All these possessed by are represented by your quality certification, and such certifications and their process, their important and their nature will be understood through the topic quality management, in which ISO 9000 series and standard and all. Okay, this will conclude our unit 8, that is management strategies, statistics. Then unit 9 is about international business. Now, slowly, we are going to widen our scope of study from local to global. Likewise, now we are going to focus international business. We all have learned till date the terminologies at local level, regional level, or at most at a national level. Now we are moving a little wider than previous, that is conquering international levels through international business. It's managing business in globalization area, how to manage business in today's globalized world, various theories of international trade and balance of payment, multilateral regulations of trade and investment under WTO, World Trade Organization. Then role of international financial institutions, IMF and World Bank. What are the roles? Why it is important? What exactly these organizations are useful for us? That again comes under the heading of general awareness. So, being a budding professionals of lectureship, it is essential thing for all to get familiar with. Then artificial intelligence and big data. These are recent trends in market related to your managing intelligence, developing various softwares, or reducing your day-to-day work by AI, that's artificial intelligence. To use such technologies in smarter way, why it is important and what exactly mean by it. It is necessary to understand all these things under the Unit 9 International Business. Then data warehousing, data mining, knowledge management concept. Why to say study these data related concepts? Because today's world is the world of data. Each and everyone you will find data. Even if you accept a lecturer profession in your future, that also you have to play with a huge data. Data is not only related to the digital data, data is related to the physical data as well. Data of student, data of teaching, data of lecture hours, data of marks, data of result, data of eligibility, data of qualification, data of appearing student, data of past student, data of fail student. All these data has to get well first to the faculty. So being in a familiar with all these terminologies and things, such a type of subunit has introduced in Unit 9, that is international business, related to the data. Then Unit 10 Entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship development. It's a concept, theories, process, developing entrepreneurial competencies. Innovations in business. Types of innovations, creating and identifying opportunities, screening of business ideas, business plan and feasibility analysis, concept and process of technical, market and financial analysis, micro and small scale industries in India, role of government in promoting SSIs means small scale industries. Being a budding professional faculty, you must have well versed with all these terminologies. Why? Because your students are having various future perspectives. Some want to get job opportunities, some want to get entrepreneurial opportunities, some want to start their own business in cooperation with all that means cooperative business. Likewise, being a professional faculty, you must have enough knowledge about all these terminologies under the heading of entrepreneurship. Because remember, in upcoming days, there will not be any job opportunities. Government is reducing all the full-time appointments and full-time recruitments because of new artificial intelligence or due to the advent of new technologies, due to advent of new softwares. These softwares, these technologies, these artificial intelligence are replacing the human being. Such type of danger are might be appearing in a future. So to face this, because such artificial intelligence softwares are also made by the human being itself, but even that these things are trying to replace the human being. So to tackle with that, to adopt such crucial situation, a faculty should have well versed with all these terminologies, so that if he is able to know, or he is or she is able to understand its importance, then and only then he or she may implement such importance in their student also. So this unit 10 is deals with the entrepreneurship topic. So all these things related to the paper 2 comprised of 10 units we have seen. Now let's see the exam pattern. UGC-NET exam pattern 2023, the highlights of examination are shown on your screen. First column is dedicated to the particulars. Second column is paper 1 exam pattern. And say third column is paper 2 exam pattern. UGC-NET exam mode is totally online. Paper 1 is online, also paper 2 is online. UGC-NET exam duration is for paper 1, it's a 3 hours. That means 180 minutes. And for paper 2, it's a 3 hours. Again for 180 minutes. Then type of paper. Common for all candidates, that is exam paper 1, common for all candidates. And paper 2 is subject to specific questions. We are dealing with specific management disciplines. That's why paper 2 is dealing with the management discipline, which consists of 10 subtopics, which we have recently seen from unit 1 to unit 10. These all will consist of paper 2. Then total questions. Paper 1 will comprise of 50 questions, whereas paper 2 is of 100 questions. Type of questions. Paper 1, that is multiple choice questions, followed by four options, out of which only one is the correct option. Similarly, for paper 2, it is also consist of multiple choice question followed by four options to every question, out of which only one has a correct option. The total marks, paper 1 is for 100 marks. Remember, 50 questions, 100 marks for paper 1. And paper 2, 100 questions for 200 marks. Marking scheme is, I think you understood the marking scheme, that is 2 marks for every correct answer. Remember, here it is no negative marking. This is the plus point for all of you. Here it is no negative marking. That means for correct answer you will get a plus 2 mark. One for incorrect or unattempted question you will get 0 marks. No negative marking. Similarly for paper 2. Language of paper English as well as Hindi for both the paper 1 and paper 2. Okay, hope you understood the exam pattern for UGC-NET examination. Next is marking scheme. As we have shortly discussed about marking scheme, paper 1 is of 50 question having 2 marks each gives total 100 marks, and paper 2 gives 200 marks for its 100 questions. That means 2 marks for each question. Paper 1, 50 question, 100 mark. Paper 2, 100 question, 200 mark. Okay, total duration is 3 hours for each paper. Next is key points. Key points you have to remember while preparing for such competitive exams. Eligibility criteria. The question may arise in your mind that who is eligible to appear for this examination? Educational qualification, master degree or equivalent with minimum 55% mark and 50% for reserve categories, SC, ST, person with disabilities and transgender candidates. It is 50% mark. Then master's degree for general category, it requires 55% mark. So remember, you have to qualify master's degree. That means we are dealing with management specific discipline. That's why your MBA must have completed. Okay. Then age limit is 30 years for junior research fellowship and no age limit for assistant professorship. Number of attempts, no limits. Nationality, it is restricted to the Indian nationals only. And subject eligibility, subject of your post-graduation in that specific subject. Okay, these are the eligibility criteria. Those who fulfill all these eligibility criteria are able to appear for this examination. Next key point is related to the age limit and exemption. For scheduled tribes and scheduled caste, age relaxation is by 5 years. For other backward classes also 5 years relaxation. For person with disability, 5 years for general, OBC and SC/ST, irrespective of category of reservation. PWD will get 5-year relaxation. For transgender, again 5 years. Women applicants will also get relaxation of 5 years. Research experience limited to the period spent on research in the relevant related subject of postgraduate degree. Maximum 5 years. LLM degree, if you possess, by 3 years. And armed forces services, if you belong to armed force services, by maximum 5 years age relaxation will be considered for this age limit and exemption. Next key point is related to the category-wise reservation of seats. After declaration of result, the category-wise selection of candidates under the heading of qualifying nature of this examination is as shown on your screen. That is for general category as well as economically weaker section. That means general EWS. For general EWS category, reservation of seat is 10%. Other backward class having non-creamy layer status having 27% seat are reserved. Person with disability with 40% or more disability. Remember, the disability percentage plays very important role in this case. To achieve benefits under this PWD reservation, one must possess disability level 40% and above, having reservation of seat as 4%. Then for scheduled caste, 15% and scheduled tribes, 7.5%. And all other remaining are for general or open category. You can treat it as. For example, suppose 100 candidates are appear for examination. For simplification, consider 1,000 candidates are appearing for this examination, and out of which the selection of only 100 candidates has took place, out of which 10 candidates are from EWS, 27 candidates are from OBC, 4% are from PWD, 15% are from SC, and 7.5% with ST, and all other remaining candidates from general open category. Likewise, the result declaration will take place as per the reservation of seats. The next key point is last minute preparation. What is important at this stage? It is expected you have thoroughly studied your paper 1 according to the syllabus. You have thoroughly completed your studies for paper 2. Then at this instant, just prior to appearing the examination, what you have to do as a last minute preparation, let's have a glance over it. Go through the syllabus and exam pattern carefully and analyze the weight of various topics in exam. Almost all the things we have done in this session itself, that we have gone through the syllabus in detail, we have understood the exam pattern carefully, and weightage of various topics in exam. Almost 10 topics are there in paper 2, equal weightage to all. That means 20 marks for each topic. Okay. Then next is note down the topics and segregate them based upon difficulty level and your confidence. It might vary from student to student. Some student may say, first topic is difficult for me. Some student may say, last 2 topics are difficult for me. Such type of difficult level and understanding level may vary from candidate to candidate. That's why note down these topics at your own based upon your previous study or primary study, which will indicate you or which will identify yourself as which are the topics going to be treated or proves itself as difficult for you, and which are the topics are proving itself as simpler to you. And based upon that, the topic which are a little bit difficult for you, you have to give more emphasis on it as far as preparation is concerned. Next is prepare a timetable and allocate adequate time to topics that need more understanding and time. Yes, as I told recently, that prepare a timetable and allocate adequate time. What is meant by adequate time? Those topics are easy to you to understand or to study, you may spend them a little less time. And those topics which are a little bit harder or tough to you to understand or to learn, you may spend a little more time for those topics for your preparation or study accordingly. Next is practice previous year's questions and mock test for each unit. Now, the whole world is at your palm or at your fingertips through digital gadgets, through mobiles, to computers, to laptop, to tablets. A huge world of knowledge through Google. There is a plenty of material is available on internet for practice test, for practicing your knowledge. Small quizzes are there. Previous year question paper, you just search it on your Google, you will be find a plenty of previous year question papers for NET examination. According to that, you may able to prepare well in advance based upon such versatile resources freely or openly available on internet. So practice previous year questions and mock test for each unit. Remember, nowadays many platforms are there available. You might search after concluding our this session. You may search it on Google. Many platforms are providing free opportunity for practicing such type of examination through mock tests. Plenty of mock tests are available openly and free through the Google platform. Next is make clear and concise notes of important formulae, graphs, and each topic. Because making notes will play important role to understanding your concept related to the specific topic, and while you try to revise all these terminologies just prior to the exact examination, it will give you a little bit more confidence into yourself that yes, I have learned this, I have prepared well for this, and I have made its notes. Because remember, when people read a specific thing once, he might get temporarily understood. But when people read it again and again, it may get remember it for longer time. But reading again and again and along with writing it in your own words through notes, it will be give you a permanent remembering option for that specific topic. So to remember specific thing permanently or to try to remember a specific thing, it is very much important to make a necessary notes in your own words, in your own hand. It will give you a little bit more confidence during your preparation. And remember, this all the competitive exams and all is the game of your confidence. What is the level of your confidence will give idea to the level of marks you are going to achieve. So whatever it will be the activities which you think a fit for yourself to build your confidence, to increase or raise the level of your confidence, priority do that thing again and again. What is important? Important is to raising the confidence level. And what is important? Important is to facing this such a competitive examination in more confident manner. And priority is to getting crack such competitive examinations. So you will able to find the importance of having confidence in your mind while appearing such a competitive examination. So make a clear and concise notes of important formulae and graphs for each topic. Okay, this will build your confidence. Stay updated on recent development related to the some of the crucial aspects of management topics. Again, I give more emphasis on a general awareness topic from unit paper number 1. That is not only limited to that paper number 1. That paper number 1 general awareness topic is no doubt depend upon what happening in your country, in your region related to a national importance. But when you think about discipline specific topics, the general awareness will give you idea about recent trends in that specific discipline, recent trends, updations, modification, new innovation, new researches, new benchmarked activities in your specific discipline. For example, we are dealing with management. What recent changes in management? Which are the new topics in management? Which are the new concept introduced and implemented in management? And which are the new terminologies nowadays world are using frequently in management? To be familiar with or to get well versed with such terminologies is important and crucial to crack such a competitive examination. So stay updated on recent development related to some of the crucial aspects of management topics. These are the important last minute preparation tips which we have covered. Thank you.
हॅलो, आवाज येतोय माझा? नमस्कार. आज आभार प्रदर्शित करण्यासाठी बोलतोय. आज झालेल्या दूरशिक्षण केंद्र आणि ऑनलाईन शिक्षण केंद्र शिवाजी विद्यापीठद्वारे आयोजित नेट सेट परीक्षेला सामोरे जाताना या ऑनलाईन कार्यशाळेअंतर्गत मार्गदर्शन करण्यासाठी आज आपल्याकडे विवी पाटील सर हे उपस्थित होते, वैभव पाटील सर हे उपस्थित होते. त्यांनी MBA च्या संदर्भात साठी कशा पद्धतीने तयारी करावी याचं एक अत्यंत चांगल्या पद्धतीने प्रेझेंटेशन सह आपल्याला मार्गदर्शन केलेलं आहे. त्याबद्दल मी वैभव पाटील सरांचं धन्यवाद करतो. त्याचबरोबर दूरशिक्षण केंद्रामध्ये सदर कार्यशाळा आयोजित करण्याच्या संदर्भात आम्हाला मार्गदर्शन करणारे आमचे दूरशिक्षण केंद्राचे संचालक डॉक्टर DK मोरे सर, उपकुलसचिव डॉक्टर कुबल सर, उपकुलसचिव कोथमिरे सर, त्याचबरोबर समन्वयक KV पाटील सर, तसेच इतर सर्व सहाय्यक प्राध्यापक यांचं मी या ठिकाणी आभार मानतो आणि कार्यक्रम संपला असं जाहीर करतो. धन्यवाद.